I have a lot of gig economy updates for you today, but the question is, right, there's updates, but will it make you more money? Stay tuned. In this video, yes, I have updates from rideshare platforms, food delivery platforms, parcel platforms. So let's find out together. Now, this is a part of our free newsletter, link down below. yourdrivermike.com/newsletter, where I send you the most updated gig economy and side hustle news every single month. So you and I are going to go over this today, and I want to find out, what do you think? For each of these stories, let me know in the live chat or the comment section if this is actually worth it, right? So number one, we have this story from DoorDash where they're expanding what's called grouped offers. So what would you like to do if you're a Dasher, right? Would you like standalone one-off orders? Or if you could schedule a route, would you prefer that? Let me know. Do you prefer Amazon Flex or routed medical or parcel delivery services? Or do you like the very much open style of taking like offer by offer? And it can be rideshare, food delivery, whatever it is, but you're selecting each offer. Now, look, with grouped offers, it says California only. No. And you can see here, look, let me get out of the way. The images are even broken, guys. Come on, DoorDash. The images, because they didn't update this website. It's updated. How do I know it's not in California? Because it's in my Dasher app. I'm here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but let's go back to this. If you opt into grouped offers, you will have the chance to receive multiple offers at once, up to 12 deliveries per offer. For your convenience and to keep you safe on the road, we'll combine the grouped offers so you only need to tap once to accept them all. Now, how is this different? How is this new? This just expanded, so let me know if you have grouped offers. So you know how like you Dash, you get a request on earn by time or earn per offer. You might get a stacked order. It's 2 or more assignments for one Dasher in this case, like 2 McDonald's, a McDonald's and a Wendy's, what have you. Earn by time, okay, same thing. There's the offer, right? I'm just earning by active hour. Now this, what if we ramped up those offers to up to 12 deliveries at a time? You might really like that because A, it's predictable. B, I'm just locked in. I don't have to decide or even guess. I don't know what's going to come in. Is the next hour going to be busy or not? And then C, this is an intermediary. Think about this, really, because you're the one that knows how much free time you have. You might have a lot or little free time. Their new routed delivery, routed delivery, there we go, Dash Link, that's a complete route. So with Dash Link, I have a 2 to 4 hour route. That's going to take a lot longer than a grouped offer, but you might like that. So with this new grouped offer, DoorDash is saying, hey, you can take a one-off offer. We might give you stacked offers. We might give you grouped offers, or you can go all out and just do DoorDash Dash Link routes. Now, not every marketplace has Dash Link. You might not have grouped offers yet, but I do here in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna try to dash and specifically get a grouped offer, so stay tuned. How do you opt in? Go to your Dasher app. Go to the wait list for what? Now, this is a part of their support page for Dash Link. So you need to, at least the way that I'm reading this, you need to have Dash Link first of all. If you don't have Dash Link, but you do have grouped offers, let me know in the comments of the live chat. I'd be really curious here. But for me, you have to go to Dash Link, go to the wait lists, and then it's there. I would love to show you, but again, they're right here. See, go to your preferences, go into Dash Link. Now if they scroll down, then there's the grouped offers. It would be right here, okay? It says DashLink offers only, etc. And then below that, it says grouped offers. But again, their images are broken. Great job, guys. I was going to try to upload it, but it wasn't uploading here. So I was having my own tech issues. Great. So that's story number one, grouped offers. Story number two is pretty important. And by the way, again, this is from our free newsletter. You can sign up right here. And also check out our new gig tool for you, the ShiftMate app coming out on iOS next Wednesday. So it's going to track your income, give you analytics, deeper insights, comparing different apps, comparing popular apps. It's going to let you vote on your recommended apps, tax reporting, referral bonuses, all of that. ShiftMateApp.com, again, for iOS with Android support coming very soon. But look, don't leave this video yet, because DoorDash just expanded overall Dasher rating. This is new. This is why you hopefully subscribe here. You drop a like on this video, and all I do is help you make money in different side hustles. I track this stuff because you got enough things going on. New marketplaces with overall Dasher rating program. Connecticut, Oklahoma City, Boise, Waco, Lubbock, Toledo, Fort Myers/Naples, Killeen, Springfield, Macon, Georgia, Billings, Montana, Mansfield, Ohio, Lynchfield, Virginia, Terre Haute, Indiana, Valdosta, Georgia, Fort Wayne, Knoxville, Lafayette, Louisiana, Roanoke, Virginia, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Elmira, New York, Winchester, Virginia, Jackson, Tennessee, Homosassa, Inverness, Florida. Oh, here's another one. Huma. I am so sorry, Louisiana. Oh my gosh, Louisiana. That one. Longview, Washington, Baton Rouge. That's hilarious. Syracuse, Shreveport, Morgantown, West Virginia, Clarksville, Tennessee, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Bloomington, Indiana, Anderson, Indiana, Rapid City, South Dakota, Owensboro, Kentucky, Bend, Oregon, and Florence, South Carolina. You now have the overall Dasher rating program. So you get points now for this rewards program. Here's the minimum thresholds. So if it's written otherwise, if you don't have it written differently, this is what you have to hit as a Dasher, by the way. 4.2 rating, easy. Completion rate, don't cancel more than 10%. That will get you deactivated almost instantly, please. So reserve your cancellations. Accidents on the road, emergencies, personal things that come up, extremely long wait times at the restaurant, then you cancel. Reserve it. Acceptance rate, you can't be deactivated. So you can decline as much as you want. Don't do anything fraudulent, right? But you can keep declining. You can have a 2% acceptance rate. But once you accept, you're expected to complete it. Now, here's also what I was going to mention. Not only did they expand the overall Dasher rating program, we've done videos on it. We're not going to go into that today. You can search it up by searching those keywords. It just gives you points based instead of using those metrics and barometers of those metrics. You get points, you have to have enough points. And then it qualifies you for the Dasher Rewards program. This expanded on-time rates. So, okay, there we go. Select Dashers may see on-time rates in the ratings tab in the Dasher app instead of on time or early. The new on-time rate is an updated version of this on-time or early rating that is more responsive because it's changing every 100 deliveries instead of lifetime and more transparent. Why? I don't have the graphics here, but they'll show you exactly what was late, what leg of the delivery was late. I don't have a graphic pulled up, but I've done recent videos on-time rates. Why does this matter? It's because this expansion of on-time rates is being met with a lot of honest criticism. I got an email that said on-time rate is coming in Pittsburgh. Let's check in real time together, shall we? So if I go into my Dasher app, it said it was coming like the next day and it didn't. Now I do have the new home screen. Watch the video linked in the description to go over their newest Dash Forward events. But I still have on time or early still. Now, the point is that new on-time rates, I am predominantly hearing this. It's not fair. The ETAs that they give you and that they ultimately judge you on, it's too strict. It's either as the crow flies, like A to B, straight line, not actual driving, or maybe it considers actual driving, but it's not realistic considering traffic and all of that. And that is based on the ETA on the offer screen. Not the updated ETA, but the ETA when you initially get that offer. So what happens if anything changes after you accept the offer? Anything. Traffic, delays at the restaurant, you make a wrong turn. Those are delays after accepting. DoorDash tweaks the ETA in your Dasher app. They'll update it, but it doesn't matter that updated ETA. The only one that matters, again, let me reiterate this, is the one on the original offer card when you get the offer. Now, I'm going to test this as soon as I get on-time rate. But again, I'll tell you how it is. This is why you want to subscribe. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. I have not been hearing good things about on-time rate. I did not hear good things when on-time rate was initially announced either. I'm just hearing like the second wave because of the expansion. I got the email that on-time rate's coming. We'll see what I personally experience. I'm one person in one marketplace. That's why we're a team here. I'm one person. But if I find that to be the case as well, and or if the overwhelming majority of Dashers hate that original ETA that's being quoted, it's got to change. It's got to change, guys. And I'm sure, DoorDash is looking at those metrics because they have access to, obviously, all of their metrics. If they're noting a statistically significant drop in on-time arrivals, in accident claims because Dashers are rushing, in complaints from restaurants because Dashers are trying to rush the restaurant because they're short on time. I would hope that the team knows this, but let me just call that out. That's how you measure if this is successful or not. Are you getting all those complaints, drops in your measurables, because we need to make sure that we're providing a fair ETA. And what I said was to use the recalculated ETAs, guys. Don't use the ETA on the offer card. Use the recalculated ETA. So what that means is if there's a delay at the restaurant, it's going to cause you to be 6 minutes late than originally quoted. You adjust the second leg, which is delivering, for that new time. You don't use the original time because it wasn't the Dasher's fault. It was a restaurant delay. It happens. We're talking logistics. Don't hold that against the Dasher. Use the updated time for that second leg. If they're there by the new time, they're on time. If they're late based on the new time, they're late. But to do otherwise disregards any delays that happen ever on the pickup process. We got to move on. We've discussed this more in full. But if you want a succinct version, again, we're going over the newsletter today. Like we do every month, you'll get sent all of this info for free. It takes 5 minutes to read our newsletter right here. So if you're short on time, You can just get this sent to your email box, as well as any exclusive offers, content highlights from the channel here. Join over 6,000 other gig workers on our newsletter right there for free. Next, let's go over the ride-sharing platform Lyft. Discussing something that you and I know is already here, autonomy. We just did a video on DoorDash's Dash Forward event. It got a lot of attention, 20,000+ views in like a day or two. And because there was a lot of big announcements, again, I'll leave that video link down below. One of the biggest announcements was their autonomous robot called Dot. So anyway, let's turn our attention to Lyft and their autonomous options right here. Announced just recently. Today, we're taking a step towards a hybrid future where riders can request both driver-operated and autonomous vehicles. As part of a pilot program in Atlanta, let me know if you're there and if you see this, riders can now get matched with autonomous vehicles. Introducing autonomous rides in Atlanta. You can see a screenshot right here. During our pilot program, okay, et cetera, we're going to get into the driver part here specifically. Right here. You, the driver, if you're a Lyft driver, let me know. I first started with Uber and Lyft, by the way, 2015. You provide a level of service and human connection that is irreplaceable. Drivers will always have an essential place in rideshare, and we're here to support you as we go through these changes together. We created the Lyft Autonomous Driver Forum, and we'll use that feedback there as we develop our strategy. Now, listen, I try to give you a neutral stance, right? I look at both sides. Yes, crazy. Dot autonomy, Lyft autonomy, Uber's been doing autonomy. Let's look at both sides here. Do I think drivers, in this case, rideshare, okay, will drivers always be, quotes, having an essential place in rideshare? Honestly, I kind of agree with that, at least for the short to mid term. I'm talking from the immediate to 1 to 3 to 5 years. 5 to 10 years, I can't predict the future, but I'm just thinking about the tech scalability and what we've already seen with scalability. Think Waymo autonomy. Think now the Tesla robotaxi network and their scalability, how fast they're scaling. So yeah, I do think that you, as the rideshare driver in this case, you are going to always have a place in 1, 3, 5 years. 5 to 10 years, I'd still say yes on this, preliminary basis, knowing what I know about this, autonomy space. 10+ years, 15 years, 20 years, then it's more of a gray area, right? The question is, what piece of the pie is this going to eventually be? Right now, these are baby steps. These are intro steps. Lyft is just introducing this. Tesla is just introducing their robotaxis in LA, and they started in Austin competing with Waymo. Uber's currently partnered with at least 13 AI, AI, autonomy, AVs, I should say, autonomous vehicles. They already have 13+ partnerships. So right now, yeah, the piece of the pie is like 2% of rides, 5% of rides. That's not alarming, but I think 15 years from now, 20 years from now, what is that piece of the pie going to look like? Are the AVs going to be 50% of rides, 80%, 90, or still, let's be real, maybe it's still only 15%, 20% of rides? And how are drivers going to pivot? How are apps going to pivot? How are apps going to market this to the drivers to try to keep driver retention and not have them just quit the platform? It's a very interesting conversation. But right now, again, the piece of the pie now, I would agree, you're going to be a part of the piece of the pie. It's like significant peace for some time. And we have more information here. This was, again, just announced in the last month. A new chapter for Atlanta with autonomous vehicles. The experience goes just beyond, just autonomous driving. Riders can expect retrofitted vehicles that demonstrate how AV technology can actually improve the rideshare experience. It's autonomous driving with a human touch, showing that the future of transportation doesn't have to sacrifice quality, safety, or human personal service for innovation. Now, what you're looking at here is kind of what, I think this is what they're alluding to, kind of what Tesla's robotaxi network is doing right now in the Bay Area in Austin. Right now, is they do have a safety driver. Safety driver that's monitoring the routes, etc. So if Lyft is doing something similar here, this is what we're kind of looking at right here. Autonomous vehicle, retrofitted, they say, but it will be an autonomous experience, but a monitored autonomous experience. Moving on to a really explicit AI feature here, staying on Lyft. Lyft just announced their earnings assistants, their AI earnings assistants. So we're moving away from like autonomy, but we're staying in AI, okay? Artificial intelligence, obviously. So look at what they're launching here. It says, maximize your time on the road with our new earnings assistant. Soon, you'll be able to create personalized driving plans and get real-time guidance, all powered with AI. Now, I want to show you what this actually looks like. I found this on kind of a continuation support article from Lyft, right here. This is directly from their support page. Soon, you'll be able to get personalized driving plans and get real-time guidance, all powered by, again, AI. Okay. Now, let's zoom in on this if we can. Look at how this would work. So you would type in here, create a driving plan from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., starting here and ending wherever, right? And this earnings assistance will say, okay, yeah, we'll keep you in here. Here's a boost. Here's some bonus pay that was going on. And actually, I think it might even schedule a ride. So it's letting you know, great, well, there's a 30% turbo bonus from 4 to 5 p.m. Here is a ride that you can take. Be online at this certain time. So this is very interesting to see. Now, I mean, like me, I started with rideshare. I don't really do much rideshare anymore. But regardless, whatever app or niche that you do, imagine a chat bot in your favorite gig app. What if you went to an AI assistant on DoorDash, on Uber Eats, on Amazon Flex, on Walmart Spark, on Roadie, shopping for Shipt and Instacart? How about this? Let's do this. Shipt and Instacart, grocery shopping platform that I don't love. I don't like shopping because I'm concerned about the time in the store, the item count, and the substitutions. But imagine this. Shipt, look for offers that are over $10 for less than, well, let's do more than that, over $20 that are less than 12 items from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m., you know, within a 15-mile radius of me or 10-mile radius of me. Now, what would be fascinating? Here's some free R&D for the gig companies here. What if it could go even further? What if their systems were so interconnected? I could say, hey, Shipt, give me offers here and there that pay this and that. But then I would say that don't have any out of stock items, or that only have 2 out of stock items or less. And then their systems would tap in to their inventory systems at the Target, at the Walgreens, at the Sprouts, at the wherever. So it would tap in to the inventory systems, and based on current live inventory, it would filter out offers where you don't have to worry about making substitutions. Now, I mean, I've worked for retail and grocery stores. Like, I get it. It's not, now the inventory system's not going to be perfect. And it'll be like, well, most likely this isn't going to have substitutions. Because, by the time you get there, someone may have bought up all the whatever it is. That I could kind of use. That might make me do more shop and deliver. If I could say this time to this time, for this item count or less, that pay this amount or more, and most likely doesn't have substitutions or something like that. I think at least that first part, we might see that. At least a general chat bot. And listen, it doesn't even need to be a fancy chat bot. I've told DoorDash, even a shopping filter is simple enough for me, where I could say, okay, give me offers for shop and deliver, but it is items that are, 10 items or less or something like that. Next, looking at Amazon Flex. And if you're watching in the live chat, I appreciate you being here. We'll do a brief Q&A after. Drop a like on this video if you can. This is from our free newsletter. Join over 6,000 on that free newsletter, and make sure to reserve your spot on our new gig tool, ShiftMate, as pricing does go up after launching next Wednesday. If you're on Android, sign up for our email list on the website as well. You'll still get the same deal. But I appreciate the hundreds that have already signed up for our new gig tool, ShiftMate. Amazon Flex. You know how we talked about routed delivery earlier? Amazon Flex package delivery. Look at what they did. Celebrating Driver Appreciation Week Annunciation. There we go. We're celebrating you and all you do to deliver smiles to Amazon customers during Driver Appreciation Week. Taking place September 14th through the 20th. This was last month. Obviously, as an Amazon Flex delivery partner, you deliver more than packages. We appreciate the extra mile you go to make every delivery a success. Thank you for all you do. We encourage you to watch this video thanking drivers across the United States and Canada for delivering everyday smiles. So check it out. Amazon Flex package delivery. You're helping out your community. You're making deliveries. I did Flex in San Diego. I've done it here in Pittsburgh. Now here they're also showing their actual, DSP employed drivers, but Flex, you're using your personal vehicle, you're delivering Amazon stuff. Now the thing is, I'm kind of joking around here a little bit, but there was no incentives or anything. Driver Appreciation Week was a thank you and a video. So no explicit promotions, at least tied to this. Amazon Flex does sometimes have promotions. It's in their dashboard. So if you're a Flex driver, you're going to see it in the dashboard specifically. And sometimes they have promos, but nothing related specifically to the Driver Appreciation Week, just a thank you. Fine. But at least they're doing this. So have you ever been frustrated with bots on any platform? Let me know. So bots, they're going to automatically grab a shift, an offer, right? An assignment, whatever it is. So Flex says how we're eliminating bots to give you fair access to earnings opportunities. Now, they've done this before, actually, at least 2 other times in memory of trying to combat bots. Scraper tools, auto scheduling tools, and apps. Basically, that's what it is. It's an app, a scraper, something that is automatically grabbing either based on certain criteria or it just grabs everything and then it just cancels or drops shifts that the worker would not want to do. Not only is this against terms of service on any gig app or platform, but it's been a problem on Amazon Flex and Walmart Spark specifically. You know, it's always there on other platforms, but those specifically. So let's see what they're doing here. They do have some new features, 2 of them. Number 1, eliminating misuse of the Flex app. We understand that plans change and you may need to occasionally cancel a block. However, we identified a small number of delivery partners who use bots to schedule and cancel large numbers of delivery blocks weekly. This behavior allows them to selectively secure preferred blocks, limiting opportunities from other delivery partners. To ensure fair access, we have implemented technology to prevent misuse of the Amazon Flex app, including excessively scheduling and cancellations. This helps keep blocks available for delivery partners who can reliably complete them. That's number 1. Number 2, enhancing location verification. Instant offers are a great opportunity to quickly earn. So if you don't want to do a shift on Amazon Flex, you can take an instant offer. To receive instant offers, you must be located within 3 to 15 minutes of a participating delivery pickup location, but not at the site. So you're near where the pickup would be. We have made technology investments so delivery partners who misrepresent their location when searching for instant offers are restricted from accessing the Amazon Flex app. This means more instant offer opportunities for those delivery partners who are actually nearby and can complete the block. Now look, it's like, I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. Like anything that we can do to prevent fraudulent use. Duplicate accounts, shared accounts, sold accounts, scraper tools, bot schedulers, this spoofing of location. So you're like 18 minutes away, but it shows you're like across the street. That's not fair to other gig workers. If it was me and I knew someone was getting more offers, better offers, than me that's just on the actual app organically, it's not fair. It's against terms of service. Obviously, that deems a deactivation, losing access, even the selfie ID checks. Walmart Spark implemented that. DoorDash implements it. Most of these gig apps now have more real-time selfie ID checks. Compares it against the ID uploaded on the profile, what have you, and it verifies it's the right person. Also a safety measure for the consumer to make sure that you know who you're getting in the car with, who is coming up to your front door while you open the door per se. Let's say that, right? So fairness, safety, and making these platforms accessible to everyone, at least on a even playing field. So let me know which one of these stories stood out most to you. I want to get into our Q&A. If you missed the Q&A, click the join button down below so you can get access to all of our question and answer sessions here. And I want to know which of these stories stood out most to you.